Well, we've been around for 23 years. It actually started by a Jesuit volunteer named John Dillon. He actually just started passing out sandwiches at Skid Row and realized that there was maybe a bigger need than just giving food out, was actually giving people the resources and solutions to finding employment on their own. So it's developed in the last 23 years to now we have 3 offices and we serve approximately 2,000 clients a year. And basically what we do is we help people who are economically disadvantaged and homeless find jobs. So we're a little different than a typical employment agency. How we're different is we actually give people the resources to find a job on their own. So they will come here to Chrysalis and go through an orientation and get assigned an employment specialist that works with them one-on-one and go through a series of classes where they'll learn a whole series of job skills from writing resumes to mock interviews, using the computers. A lot of our clients have maybe never used the internet for the first time, so they'll set up an email account. Just all the things that they might not have access to when they've been in maybe a homeless shelter or on the street.
And that's why the location is very important, right? That most of the time the 3 places where you're located is usually in disadvantaged spots.
Yes, definitely. And again, it's different in Santa Monica. The population is a little different than the population in Skid Row. A lot of our clients here in Santa Monica have maybe been, unfortunately, living in their cars or on the beach or type of thing. Downtown, we have a lot of clients that have just, again, been transitioning out of being in prison for a long time or again, been on the streets for a long time.
And what is the success rate of placing somebody?
We have an amazing success rate. For the clients who go through the program and complete the classes, 93% of them end up finding a job. For some of our clients who, again, maybe have been homeless for a long time or incarcerated for a long time, it's very difficult to get a job when you have maybe had a felony or a huge gap in your resume. So for those people, we actually have a program called Chrysalis Enterprises, and we run businesses through Chrysalis Enterprises. So we will employ those people. We have 2 programs. One is called Chrysalis Works, and it's a lot of street maintenance. So they can go work through Chrysalis Enterprises and get that experience for maybe 4 to 6 months that will get them the opportunity to have something on their resume so they can go out and get a better job.
That's a great idea, because a lot of times these people, when they go on job interviews, people don't even look at their resumes, hence if they do even have a resume, right?
Exactly. So with Chrysalis Enterprise, it gives them opportunity again to get that experience and just learn job skills that, again, if you haven't worked for 10 years, you might not have. Just learning to wake up on time, to work with others, to work with a supervisor, things that we kind of take for granted. Give our clients resources they wouldn't have access to otherwise. And so, for instance, they can come in. A lot of people might not have their own phones, so they can come and use the phones here. They can get messages. We have other resources like they can send and receive faxes. They can have their own address, again, because you kind of forget if you're homeless or in a shelter, you might not even have an address to receive mail at. And I think we've mentioned we have wonderful volunteers that come and volunteer their time. We have up to 200 volunteers a year that come and help at Chrysalis. So we have this room where people can come in and practice.
So this is where the volunteers sit?
They'll come in, yes, and practice with mock interviews, so which is very helpful for us, especially if someone hasn't done interviews for a long time. They'll do some interviews, sometimes videotaped. They can play back and watch kind of what they've been doing right or wrong and get feedback, which has been great for our clients. This is the computer lab. People can come and again use the computers. They also teach right now, as you can see, there's a class going on where they teach basic computer skills, and then there's an internet class, how to use the internet, again, getting their own email account, which is really important right now for a job search. A lot of our clients are finding that's the way they're finding jobs, is through the internet.
Okay, driving directions, get driving directions, local listings and more on Google Maps. So I click on it. Now then I'm on this map page and I click on.
I don't think you guys will have any trouble with this, but attitude is so much of it, like we said, and it's, to me, it's all about practice. It's all about practice making perfect, right? Because like you were saying, like you're coming in and your default is to be quiet, right? To be shy.
Yes.
Okay. So if you practice not being shy, right, then eventually, you've heard the term fake it till you make it, right?
Yes.
Okay, what does that mean?
Fake it till you make it. Fake it. Pretend.
What are you
You all
pretending?
into the job, I mean, which you are, but, you know, pretend that, I don't know, they don't have nothing for us to take to just motivate ourselves to just go. Me, I'm just the opposite. I gotta learn to be quiet. So I have to be like, let me be quiet, let me do a whole bunch of talking.
Okay, and the last thing that's just on this page is the handshake. Now, handshake seems like really obvious, but let me shake your hand, each of your hands, and you tell me what you think. Okay. Hi, nice to meet you.
Let's have.
You saw it. Okay.
That's not good. Yes, no, it's not. That's not
Okay,
even.
what about this? Nice
That's
to
a
meet you.
high.
That's good, right?
Or
That's right.
The resource room that we have here at Chrysalis, it's been great. We have people who donate, as you can see, clothes and food. So what happens is a client can come in, and when they're going to go on an interview, they can go in and get a suit to be able to have some professional clothing for their job search.
Here's a little map of how to get there.
Okay.
Tells you the directions, your left, your right, your right.
And this is Herbie, who is our wonderful staff member who helps organize the resource room and keeps everything organized.
This must have a huge impact, right, on the community, obviously, because there are so many homeless people here in Santa Monica.
Yeah, I mean, the great thing about I think Chrysalis is the people that come here are really wanting to change their life. I mean, and for some people, we're the only place where they can come and these services are available. So it's kind of a point in their life where they're ready to make a change, and we're here so they can do that. We honor a client each year, who's the client of the year, and honor them, and then we have usually 3 other people in the community that have helped promote homeless causes or similar causes. Last year we honored Selma Hyatt, who's done a ton in the community. It's just a really amazing event. It actually was started by someone who's just helped us a ton for about the last 6 years, Rebecca Gayhart. She's an actress in Los Angeles, and she came to us again about 6 years ago and asked, like, what can I do to help? And we kind of brainstormed and figured the best thing, she knew how to throw a good party, and so with her and her good friend Brett Ratner, who is a producer here in Los Angeles, and Brett's also on our board, they have just made the Butterfly Ball just this amazing event for us.